Live. You're live. All right. Good morning, YouTube. Good to have you along here as we start out another Saturday morning broadcasting from the ranch. And let me tell you, this extra 2.5 minutes of daylight every day is nice. I'm excited for it. Bring on calving season. Let's go. That way, when people look at me on YouTube during calving season, they can see how it takes a toll on you. Let's get ready to talk today. We're going to be talking ice fishing this morning with Izzy Van Leshout. I hope I can pronounce that correctly. And Maddie Warren's going to be joining me in the second half talking about her trip to Vegas and the SHOT Show and what's the latest, greatest stuff going on in the hunting and shooting world, I guess you could say. So there you have it. Other than that, that's it. I got about 9 minutes before I make any phone calls to get Izzy hooked up here. So there you go. If you're watching on YouTube, you can always use the toll-free number. There you go. 888-9-DAKOTA. If you want to join in on the conversation. Heck, even if you want a pre-conversation this morning, I'm good to go. What else? Got my fitness cup. Got bull sales all over the place. More coming. I got just got the information for Honeyman Charolais. Got some information for Wassom's bull sale. 21 Angus is today. Of course, Erlockers was last week. They did good. I think they averaged like 55.80 or something like that on their sale. Congratulations, Greg and Mary. Absolutely phenomenal here. Let's see what else. Shriefer Red Angus coming up. March 12th, we have the Smith Saddle Butte Ranch sale coming up in Bowman on February 15th. New client of mine here. Travis and Rebecca down there, and halfway, I think, between Buffalo and Camp Crook is where they're at. No show from the 21 Angus today, Jesse. Some equipment technicalities on my side. So there you go. And feeding issues. So there you go. If you live closer, you could help feed these early mornings for me. Oh, let's see. Other than that, what are we talking here? That's about it. A few upcoming, we got ice fishing tournaments. Of course, the one that we're going to be talking to Izzy today is coming up February 1st. It's next weekend. In Indian Creek, we have the Grant County Fair Board is having their big buck contest today. Okay. The Bad River Sportsman's Club Coyote Calling Contest in Phillips, South Dakota is today. And then Java Fire Department's Predator Hunt is next week, February 1st. Killdeer County Sportsmen's Association is February 1st out of Steele. Pollock is having their ice fishing tournament February 8th and 9th. Rock Lake Boosters Coyote Hunt February 14, 15, 16. The Cowboy Hall of Fame annual meeting is coming up on February 14th, 15th. Actually, I'm going to give Rick Thompson a hard time about that. On Valentine's Day. All right. And the first Fur Takers auction was wild, and that was last weekend. We're going to be talking about March 2021 is going to be their second sale of the spring here, so that's what's coming up. So there you go. Oh, Jesse, if you're listening, you need to download a new software program for filling in for me on your computer. Remind me to talk to you about that. Lynn phone is bye-bye. Takes a little bit more setup, but it's a lot quicker, faster, easier. Is what's going on there? Don't need that. Okay, let's see what we got going on today. Karen, good morning. Koly, the teddy bear capital of the world, is with me. Good to have you. I was watching somebody's good at podcast. You need to get a hold of me. So I was watching a good morning, Jim. KGFX, Pierre, good morning. Good to have you guys. Hope everything is, I don't know what you guys have for weather right now, but man, it was the last few days up in my area has been beautiful. Although it has melted a lot of the snow down to sheets and sheets of ice. Got some sore cows out there right now, but I guess it's better than having 2-3 feet of snow right now. So a little bit icy on this side of the state. But anyway, podcast. Is anybody a podcast extraordinaire, know the ins and outs of what it is? I need to talk. I was watching one this morning, and I've always wanted to do podcasting, right? Mid-30s? Yeah, good. So I'm watching this through Facebook, and somebody says, hey, I was on a podcast. It was a guy I went to college with. Crazy guy. And he lives down in Vegas now, but he's doing this whole, always in a different style of band. Definitely not somebody you would think I'd ever get along with, since two different music formats. You can definitely say that. But anyway, he's doing this podcast. And now with the new podcast, all these microphones and everything, it sounds really good. So leading along that line, if anybody's listening there and has a podcast, I don't know if you know what's going on, the ins and outs of it, get in touch with me. Scott at ndsupernet.com. Cell phone 425-6651. Other than that, I am going to get easy hooked up here with me. We're going to be talking ice fishing tournaments here in the first half. Second half of the show is going to be talking about SHOT Show, the latest, greatest down Vegas here this last week. See what's going on in the hunting and shooting side of the world and go from there. So there you go. I'm going to get easy hooked up. Miss, I'm going to slaughter Van Lishout. Does that work for you? Good. How's you doing? How you been? Good. Good. We'll stand by here. We got a few 6 minutes or so before we go on the radio side, but we'll be on YouTube live. So we do a little pre-BSing before we go into the radio side. Does that make sense to you? Okay, stand by. Hook you up. All right. Can you hear me loud and clear, Easy? Easy?
I can hear you.
There, okay. You had me worried there for a second.
No, I can hear you.
Good deal. Yeah, so we're live on YouTube right now. So.
Oh, exciting! That's new for me.
Is it? Yeah. I see. What I do is, so I got 3 stations that I'm feeding those through a program called Mumble, which is basically a VoIP system that goes back and forth. And then I'm talking to the other guys here. Hopefully we can get them hooked up through it. I'm not sure if it's possible through the same way or not because of just different owners of different stations. But anyway, they're on YouTube taking a feed in South Dakota. So there you go. So I go live on YouTube a little bit ahead of time, and we just sit and BS and discuss things until we start with the actual show on the radio side.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go. The only thing about YouTube Live that gets me is if you are on your desktop or laptop computer, you can start a channel and you can go live and do your whole live thing, right? But if you want to do it via your cell phone, your mobile device, you have to have like like what is it? Like 1,000 subscribers before you can go live on your mobile device. So I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they have that like that, but anyway, that's how it is. Mike Wagner, I got your message. Thank you. I will get in contact with you. Message me your phone number, Mike, if you're listening. Thank you. You guys been feeding cows yet, or are you guys still winter grazing over there?
Oh, God, I wish we were winter grazing. Are you kidding? We just got 4 inches of snow a few days ago. No, we are definitely feeding. It's been busy. My poor husband has been doing a lot of the chores the last month and a half by himself because I've been off to taxidermy school.
I seen that. We're going to talk about that when we get on there, but that's got to be kind of fun and interesting for where is taxidermy school at?
It's up near Bottineau in a town called Newburgh.
Okay.
So I have to say Bottineau because I say Newburgh and people are like, huh? I'm like,
where's Newburgh at?
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's on the Canadian border.
So are you starting to get the Canadian accent?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I always say when I'm leaving, I'm like, okay, I'm off to Canada.
Do you call your husband and say, I'm a boot home?
Right. Well, yeah. Well, I'm French Canadian originally by birth.
So. Wow. That's now I can't make fun of anything. That's
no,
I
it's
can,
okay. Or I should say not by birth, by blood.
Well, good. How long a school is taxidermy school?
Well, there's different things. His wife are both baby vets, and so he's very understanding. It's actually a form of art
Izzy,
therapy.
Just real quick here, you're breaking up just a little bit every once in a while on your cell phone there.
Okay, let me, because I'm spinning on my chair.
Oh. Stay in one spot.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So if I just sit still, you can hear me?
Yeah, that sounds good there. You bet.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, the original, I guess I could hear a little fuzziness. I'll go over here. The original school is actually 8 weeks long, and that's the whole course. But because of, me being a cattle rancher and my husband needing help and stuff, I can only go like a week at a time, and my PTSD only allows me to go a week at a time, and he's pretty awesome. He lets me bring my service dog.
Nice.
And yeah, so I just do a week at a time. If you do it that way, it's actually a little bit more expensive, but he does give me a better discount.
Sure.
So it's not as horrible. And then the VA has considered taxidermy as the VA has considered art therapy as a form of PTSD therapy. So I am filling out a form for the DAV to get a grant. So essentially, it'll pay back everything that I've already put into it.
This is great stuff. Would you be okay talking about this PTSD type of things when we get on the radio side of the interview?
Absolutely. Okay, Anyway, I can help people.
Good. I'm not. Some veterans don't want to talk about it, and some are okay with it. That's why I just asked ahead of time here.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
Yeah. That's great.
I'm actually sitting in my taxidermy office right now, so I don't wake up the chitlins.
Perfect.
Yeah, they've been sick on and off for this last week. So it's Saturday. I'm letting them sleep in.
So do you have a place at the ranch then, and you're going to be calling your workshop or studio taxidermy?
Right now, it's the house attached garage because it's winter. But being old style ranchers like we are, and being very what's the word I want to redneck ingenuity.
There you go. There you go.
My husband is taking the summer kitchen from his brother's ranch and a lean-to over there, and he's moving it over to our place, and he's already been working on it, and we're gonna spray foam it, and then that'll actually, so I'll have my actual separate building, which is nice because where he's putting it is directly across from the corral. So, and a lot of this is like calving season.
Taxidermy, check, and heifers. Hey, I'm gonna have to cut you off
Yeah.
because we're close to coming on the radio, so I'm gonna turn you down. It'll go quiet
Sure.
for a little bit. I got to do a little time here with the stations. 15 seconds on mark. 15 seconds. All right, stations. Here we go in 5 seconds. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday edition of Dakota Prairie Outdoors. I am your host, Scott Bachmeyer. Once again, we get the privilege to talk outdoors, and today we're not only talking about ice fishing and ice fishing tournaments. Also, later in the hour, we're going to be talking about the latest, greatest in shooting and hunting and equipment from the SHOT Show that was recently held in Las Vegas. Today's show, of course, being heard on great radio stations all across the Dakota Territory, including KGFX in Pierre, South Dakota, KOLY in Mobridge, South Dakota. Moving up the river, pretty easy, KFYR in Bismarck, KCJB in Minot, and if you head west of the river, you can always find me on KLTC in Dickinson. Good to have those guys along each and every Saturday morning, and also playing my daily show. You can find more information there at DakotaPrairieOutdoors.com. Well, we have a lot of events coming up here before we get started to talk into ice fishing here with Izzy. And one of those is my good friends over at 21 Angus Ranch. Mark and Ann are having their big 26th annual Top Cut Bull Sale going on today. It starts at 1 o'clock just outside in New England in their heated facility. Lunch will start around 11 o'clock. Sale starts at 1 o'clock. And 156 of the Top Cut Bulls going to be sold there, 21 Angus sale. If you see me over there and you heard me this morning, come up and say hi. I'd be more than happy to talk with you a little bit. Schrieffer Red Angus sales coming up March 12th up at Stockman's Livestock in Dickinson. Good Red Angus sales coming up on that one. We have a Smith Saddle Butte sale. These guys are living between Buffalo and Camp Crook, South Dakota. Travis and Rebecca having a nice little sale coming up February 15th at the Bowman Auction Market. 33 registered Angus bulls right there. So once again, I'll be at the 21 Angus sale today and just outside of New England. So there you go. A lot of events going on that way, and I'm proud to be part of them. Coming up is the Hard Water Fishing Tournament. Izzy Van Lishout is with me this morning. It's been a while, Izzy. I know you've been busy, but golly, I shouldn't say what a winter, because evidently it's just west of Highway 85 that we are still winter grazing our cows, and you guys are having snow and more snow and more snow, I guess. So, but morning anyway. Well, there she is. You're cutting in and out a little bit on me there. I missed you. So we're going to say that again. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me on.
Yeah. So telling you what, ice fishing, I'm guessing the ice is going to be thick enough after last week's sub-zero temperatures. I'm thinking that everything should be pretty safe to get out there on Indian Creek and get after it, right?
Absolutely. It's actually been quite busy lately anyway. About 3 weeks ago, I think it was, what was it, like close to a foot thick. So
Okay.
people were out with their snowmobiles and their four-wheelers and stuff. Didn't really see any pickups on the ice. And then, of course, I've been super extremely busy spreading myself thin. Wish I could make 5 of me. So I haven't been out ice fishing since then. Plan on going out today, actually.
Good. Now, this is for the Veterans Outdoors Adventures of North Dakota, and you know me, if it's going to be about veterans or kids, I'm going to have it on my radio station because I'm excited to promote both of that. And explain a little bit to folks now that we're on a few more markets since the last time you and I talked. Radio markets here, I'm slowly expanding in a multiples of ways, Izzy, but my radio is one of them here. So tell us a little bit about Veterans Outdoors Adventures, please.
So Veterans Outdoors Adventures North Dakota is a nonprofit 501c3. We're different than some nonprofit 501c3s. We are volunteer only. Our
Right.
board members do not get paid or any such thing. We do certain compensations if they have to use their POVs. Oh, sorry, I'm speaking military. If they have to use their personal vehicles for long trips, Veterans Outdoors will pay for an oil change
Sure.
and that sort of thing. But other than that, it's completely volunteer free and nonprofit and everything. We are here not just for veterans, but also for 911 responders, and that's way out there. That goes with anywhere from, of course, a police officer, a firefighter, paramedic. It also goes, it extends to game wardens, border patrol, all the people that help keep our community and our country safe.
Now, you just mentioned, when people say border patrol, everybody's always thinking, because in the media now, they're thinking in the south side of the United States. They forget North Dakota has border patrol.
Oh, yeah. I've been experiencing it a lot up near Botno lately, but yeah, there is. We do border another country. It's called Canada.
Yeah. We don't have as much issue with that, though. I mean, it's such nice people up there. If they come across the border, don't they usually say, "Oh, sorry"?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I think they're mostly there for any escaped convicts that are trying to cross the border.
Yeah, they're trying to get into Canada is where they're trying to head to. Yeah, so
right.
So the ice fishing tournament coming up on February 1st. Part of the most of the money made from this is going to go to Veterans Outdoors Adventures as a group, so you can continue taking veterans hunting. And I know you guys have been doing that quite a bit, haven't you?
Yes, we do. So our organization is designed to help alleviate the stress, anxiety, and PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, which is not just with military veterans. It is also police officers, firefighters. I know a firefighter that suffers from PTSD just from being on a scene. There's a lot. So, and with PTSD, the rate of suicide has increased. So our objective is to get these veterans, 911 responders out on adventures, give them back the camaraderie that they lost, which is first and foremost. In the military, the number one reason for veterans, and it's, everybody is going to tell you different things, but really the number one reason for veteran suicide is loss of camaraderie. Even though that they come back to their loved ones, they still feel that loss of camaraderie. They don't know how to talk to their loved ones about what's going on. And so we try to give them back that camaraderie and that support system. I've been a part of a veterans female group for over 3 years now that we all met through Veterans Outdoors Adventures, and we've been talking on Facebook too, but I'm talking in a group text message for over 2 years now. I mean, because we give each other back that camaraderie, so we keep each other in check. We give them support. Whatever it, resources, whatever it may be. And it's not just hunting, we also do fishing. And we have a females retreat, which is kind of a combination of different adventures. We found that there's quite a few women out there, even though there might be military, are not into hunting and fishing. So we have a special females retreat that is outdoorsy. We do adventures outdoors, but it's not hunting and fishing, because females are invited to go to any hunting and fishing adventure we have, but we noticed that females never sign up for them. So we organized a special females retreat just for female veterans. That's
a great idea. We're going to continue talking more about this and why you're putting everything together here coming up after the break. Hang with me here, Easy, as we get close to the top of our first break here. We want to remind people you're listening to Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition on KFYR to Bismarck, KLTC in Dickinson, KCJB Minot, KOLY in Mobridge, and our great friends down in Pierre, South Dakota at KGFX. Good to have you along. I'm Scott Bachmeyer. More coming up right after these messages. Cattle producers, it's time for the 21 Angus Ranch Top Cut Bull Sale. Join the Wolf family at the ranch just outside of New England for their 26th annual bull sale. 156 top cut bulls will sell at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. If you're looking for bulls that'll cover ground in females, 21 Angus Ranch puts together the right genetics for all producers. 21 Angus Ranch Top Cut Bull Sale, January 25th at the ranch. For more information and catalog, go to 21angus.com. That's the number 21angus.com.
25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, and we're celebrating. Plan to attend the annual meeting February 14th and 15th at Four Bears Casino and Lodge. You'll be entertained by Deuces Wild dueling pianos on Valentine's Day. Red Stiegel, the featured guest speaker, and he and his boys in the bunkhouse perform Saturday the 15th. There's dummy roping for the young cowboys and cowgirls, food auctions, and more. Get tickets now at NorthDakotaCowboy.com. Reserve your room at Four Bears. 25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. Come ride with us into the future, proudly honoring and preserving our past.
If you're looking for bulls for the rancher, cattleman, and cowboy alike, you need to be at Stockman's Livestock for the Schriefer Red Angus annual production sale. Join me at 1 o'clock March 12th at Stockman's Livestock as a family operation for over 20 years. Sells 25 2-year-old Red Angus bulls and 35 commercial open heifers. Videos and information can be found at SchrieferRedAngus.com. Come into Stockman's Livestock Thursday, March 12th, 1 o'clock for the Schriefer Red Angus annual production sale.
Piper's Western team of Andy Murdoch and Jim Sabby would like to invite you to sit down and talk about the future of land planning. Whether you're looking at selling, buying, or options to hand it down to the next generation, Andy and Jim will lay out all of the options for you. It's a great time to buy or sell, and with interest rates to make it profitable. Piper's Western team, Andy Murdoch and Jim Sabby. For more information or land updates, go to pifers.com.
Are you tired of all the BS? Well, you don't need to worry if you're running Smith Saddle Butte Ranch bulls in your herd. 33 registered yearling Angus bulls selling Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market. Keneally Black Granite, Highway 3123, VAR Legend 5019, and many more. You can find them on Facebook at Smith Saddle Butte Ranch. February 15th, Bowman Auction Market. Come on in, sit down, and bid on quality bulls and leave the BS out in the pasture.
Dakota Community Wealth Management's trust advisors use your wealth to support your family and those you care about. Whether you are just beginning to accumulate wealth or already have significant assets, our wealth management and trust professionals offer a complete array of customizable services to fit your needs. Visit DakotaCommunityBank.com or ask for Dakota Community Wealth Management Department to ensure your legacy.
Mandan Sporting Goods, 210 East Main. You can't find a better place. Joe's with me here. We're talking personal protection. I'll tell you what, Joe, everybody's looking for a good handgun. What do you have?
Oh, we pretty much got them all. We got the LCPs, we got the LCP with the laser, we got that little Taurus, we got the Bersa 380s, Caltech 9, Smith & Wesson 38s, Ruger 38s, with or without the laser. You can get a Smith ultralight with the laser, with the short hammer if you want, or enclosed. You got Beretta. We got the new one, the Nano. We got the Colt Defenders in. Those are really nice. The new Ruger SR22. It might be 22, but it's still a good all-around gun.
Now, if you're tough enough to wear pink, I see a pistol on the side of your hip right now with pink handguards. What's up with that?
Well, that's pretty nice, but you have to be a real man to hold a pink one, but nobody will mess with you.
210 East Main. It's Mandan Sporting Goods. Stop by. Hi, everybody. This is Scott Bachmeyer, and besides being the host of Dakota Prairie Outdoors Radio and also a rancher in the Badlands, I'm also an auctioneer. So if you're looking to auction off property, maybe you have farm equipment, a production sale coming up, even a benefit or a fundraiser, I'm the guy that can help you out. Maybe you're listening and you have your own auction company and you find yourself short of help sometimes. I can step up as an auctioneer or even help as a ringman. Give me a call, send me a message, 701-425-6651. That's 701-425-6651. Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton. Okay, stations, we're going to be back here in 15 seconds on Mark. 15 seconds. Five seconds. 5. Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition continues on KFYR Bismarck, KLTC Dickinson, KCJB in Minot, KOLY in Mobridge, and our good friends in Pierre, South Dakota at KGFX. Good to have you along here again on a beautiful Saturday morning. Well, I guess I'm saying that looking out the bunkhouse here into the Badlands, and it looks pretty good. The wind isn't blowing, and there's more brown than white in my area, so I'm pretty blessed to have that. Izzy Van Lashout is with me from Veterans Outdoor Adventures, talking ice fishing and all good things that come along with helping veterans. And one thing that I do appreciate that you're doing is doing a separate women's retreat, Izzy, because a lot of people in the back of their mind, they forget that there's a lot of females in the military anymore. And I know you served, and where did you serve? What branch again was it?
I served 10 years in the United States Marine Corps.
You were in the Marine Corps. Perfect. So I got friends all over that. Actually, I was watching a podcast this morning. A guy I went to college with in Minot was in the Marine Corps, and he started talking about his stories on that on his podcast, and I almost lost time and forgot to call you this morning. So it's amazing that you go through. So first off, let's talk a little bit before I lose track and keep asking you questions about the military. Your ice fishing tournament coming up. This is Indian Creek out of Regent, North Dakota. It is next Saturday, right? And tell us a little bit about this tournament, how to get entered and who's there and special prizes and all this, please.
Sure. So this tournament, like you said, it's at Indian Creek. Our rules meeting is Friday night at the Enchanted Castle. The Enchanted Castle is one of our biggest promoters and sponsors. They so we'll have the rules meeting there, and then everybody, and the tournament starts at 6 a.m. on Saturday morning on February 1st. And then the air horn goes at 4 o'clock. I believe it's at 4. Yeah. So everybody's safely off the ice before it turns dark.
Yeah.
And they have time to clean up. We're very adamant about cleaning up after themselves. And then they have time to clean their fish and clean up. And then all the anglers all the teams who are registered automatically get a free meal ticket. And the castle is who puts on the meal for us, the Enchanted Castle. And, but all the family and friends, or if you didn't get a chance to enter into the tournament or anything like that, the raffles are open. The dinner and raffles are open to anyone who wants to come. It's $10 for the meal for adults. Children 6 to 12 are $5, and 5 and under are free. And this year, I believe we're having a big pasta meal, is what I believe the chef told me. And but yeah, and then they'll eat. We put on a quick presentation about what we're about and what's going on. And this year, we have over $4,500 worth of raffle and door prizes. In previous years, we've had 4 tables. This year, it's only going to be about 3 tables. And the reason why is because this year, we have a lot of big gifts.
Right, bigger
prizes.
Big prizes. Yeah.
Yep. So not a lot of like little beanies and T-shirts and stuff like that. We actually have 3 portable ice houses. We have a clam one-man pullover sled ice house. We have Eskimo donated an Eskimo pop-up, and that's through Theo Tolliver, which is also one of our celebrities who's there every year. And we also have a Eskimo 2-man popover. We have 3 augers. We have a Jiffy auger. We have 2 Eskimo augers. We have 3 sonars. We have a fish camera. Oh my God, we have 2 Yetis. We have some stuff.
and it's all pretty high dollar stuff. I mean, like you said, it's not the can koozies and all that stuff that you usually see.
Right. And we did get some donations, some merchandise donations from other companies that are like Core Ice House sent us some hoodie sweatshirts and stuff like that. And what we've decided to do with those, and since we don't have a lot of that this year, instead of putting it on a $5 table, we omitted the $5 table, and we decided to throw those into the crowd for door
Yeah.
prizes.
Good idea.
And you do not have to be an angler to win these door prizes. When you purchase a meal, so say you're in the event, Scott, and your wife decides to come after you're done to have the meal with you. If she buys her meal ticket, that ticket goes, the other half of the ticket goes into a pot for a door prize.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
even though she wasn't registered as an angler, she still has a chance to win door prizes. So I just want to let the crowd know that even if you're not an angler, but you do come to the dinner, you're automatically entered into an event for door prizes. And the reason why we do that is because you need your ticket to get your meal. And this being our 4th year, we've learned over time that we weren't tracking how many
Yeah.
meals came through. So that way the castle can charge us for a certain amount of meals. So now if you want to be entered in the door prize, we have someone there collecting your ticket. You can't have a meal without a ticket.
Mhm.
And
I like
then
it.
you're automatically entered into a door prize. Yeah. And it's 75% of entry fees are put back into first, second, and third place winners. And they also get trophies. And we also have a surprise category, which we never talk about because it's a surprise. So there is a surprise category. Then, of course, the other 10% of the entry fees goes back to Game and Fish. And then the 15% of the entry fee that's left goes towards paying for the meal that they're getting. So essentially, when you pay your $100 for your team, it's paying for everything. We also do this fun raffle where when you check in at the rules meeting and you get your Runnings donates all our fish buckets. So everybody gets fish buckets from Runnings. And on it, my husband has already marked the perch measurement because we don't want you to keep a perch that's not cleanable.
Sure.
Because
Right.
this is by weight. This tournament is by weight.
Yeah.
So essentially you can fill a bucket of perch as long as you don't go over your daily limit. But anyway, so Runnings donates these buckets. So when you come in for the rules meeting, you get your team number with the bucket. You get your bucket. And when you do that, I'll ask you, are you a veteran or are you a 911 responder? And if you are, you get a special ticket outside of your meal ticket. You'll also get your meal ticket that evening as well, but you're going to get a special ticket just for veterans and just for 911
Nice.
responders. And what we do is when it's time, I draw 2. And so you get a chance, the veterans and the 911 responders who actually are registered anglers get a chance to win back their entry fee.
Nice. That's cool.
So that's kind of our give back as well. But yeah, we have lots of door prizes. A lot of door prizes this year, and they're really nice.
If they want to register, how do they go about doing that?
They just go to our website, veteransoutdoors.org. So that's veteransoutdoors.org. So veteransoutdoors.org. On the front, on the home page, it says ice fishing tournament registration. You click on that registration button. It'll take you to the ice fishing page, which has a list of the rules, a list of the sponsors, what's going on, our 2 celebrities, Anna on the ice and Nicole Stone. Also Theo Tolliver, who is also a ice fishing celebrity. He'll be there as well. And then you just click the button that says register my team, and
Perfect.
it'll take you. And I have 5 open registrations right now.
Only 5 left. Okay. Get on there.
Only 5 left.
Yeah, register. Well, Izzy, we're up against the clock here. Stay on the phone because I got to finish my story that I started here earlier, okay? So, but hey,
Sure.
thank you for coming on to the program and sharing this, and thank you for your service in the military, defending our country so people like me can sit here and do what I'm doing today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You bet. Easy is my guest here. Coming up in the second half of the program, we're talking SHOT Show. Maddie Warren joins me as she's back from Las Vegas, and she's going to tell us what the latest, greatest is in the shooting and the hunting world. And hopefully we'll get some inside tips before those products hit the market this spring. I'm Scott Bachmeyer. The second half of Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition continues after these messages across all the Dakota Territory. Cattle producers, it's time for the 21 Angus Ranch Top Cut Bull Sale. Join the Wolf family at the ranch just outside of New England for their 26th annual bull sale. 156 Top Cut bulls will sell at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. If you're looking for bulls that'll cover ground in females, 21 Angus Ranch puts together the right genetics for all producers. 21 Angus Ranch Top Cut Bull Sale, January 25th at the ranch. For more information and catalog, go to 21angus.com. That's the number 21angus.com.
25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, and we're celebrating. Plan to attend the annual meeting February 14th and 15th at Four Bears Casino and Lodge. You'll be entertained by Deuce's Wild dueling pianos on Valentine's Day. Red Stiegel, the featured guest speaker, and he and his boys in the bunkhouse perform Saturday the 15th. There's dummy roping for the young cowboys and cowgirls, food auctions, and more. Get tickets now at NorthDakotaCowboy.com. Reserve your room at Four Bears. 25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. Come ride with us into the future, proudly honoring and preserving our past.
If you're looking for bulls for the rancher, cattleman, and cowboy alike, you need to be at Stockman's Livestock for the Schriefer Red Angus annual production sale. Join me at 1 o'clock March 12th at Stockman's Livestock as a family operation for over 20 years. Sells 25 two-year-old Red Angus bulls and 35 commercial open heifers. Videos and information can be found at SchrieferRedAngus.com. Come into Stockman's Livestock Thursday, March 12th, 1 o'clock for the Schriefer Red Angus annual production sale.
Pifer's Western team of Andy Murdoch and Jim Sabby would like to invite you to sit down and talk about the future of land planning. Whether you're looking at selling, buying, or options to hand it down to the next generation, Andy and Jim will lay out all of the options for you. It's a great time to buy or sell, and with interest rates to make it profitable. Pifer's Western team, Andy Murdoch and Jim Sabby. For more information or land updates, go to pifers.com.
Are you tired of all the BS? Well, you don't need to worry if you're running Smith Saddle Butte Ranch bulls in your herd. 33 registered yearling Angus bulls selling Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market. Keneally Black Granite, Highway 3123, VAR Legend 5019, and many more. You can find them on Facebook at Smith Saddle Butte Ranch. February 15th, Bowman Auction Market. Come on in, sit down, and bid on quality bulls and leave the BS out in the pasture.
Dakota Community Wealth Management's trust advisors use your wealth to support your family and those you care about. Whether you are just beginning to accumulate wealth or already have significant assets, our wealth management and trust professionals offer a complete array of customizable services to fit your needs. Visit DakotaCommunityBank.com or ask for Dakota Community Wealth Management Department to ensure your legacy.
Mandan Sporting Goods, 210 East Main. You can't find a better place. Joe's with me here. We're talking personal protection. I'll tell you what, Joe, everybody's looking for a good handgun. What do you have?
Oh, we pretty much got them all. We got the LCPs, we got the LCP with the laser, we got that little Taurus, we got the Bersa 380s, Caltech 9, Smith & Wesson 38s, Ruger 38s, with or without the laser. You get a Smith ultralight with the laser, with the short hammer if you want, or enclosed. You got Beretta. We got the new one, the Nano. We got the Colt Defenders in. Those are really nice. The new Ruger SR22. It might be 22, but it's still a good all-around gun.
Now, if you're tough enough to wear pink, I see a pistol on the side of your hip right now with pink handguards. What's up with that?
Well, that's pretty nice, but you have to be a real man to hold a pink one, but nobody will mess with you.
210 East Main. It's Mandan Sporting Goods. Stop by. Hi, everybody. This is Scott Bachmeyer, and besides being the host of Dakota Prairie Outdoors Radio and also a rancher in the Badlands, I'm also an auctioneer. So if you're looking to auction off property, maybe you have farm equipment, a production sale coming up, even a benefit or a fundraiser, I'm the guy that can help you out. Maybe you're listening and you have your own auction company and you find yourself short of help sometimes. I can step up as an auctioneer or even help as a ringman. Give me a call, send me a message, 701-425-6651. That's 701-425-6651. Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered.
Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton.
All right, stations, we're going to be coming back here in 15 seconds on Mark. 15 seconds. And 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition continues all across the Dakota Territory. In fact, it's crossing not only the Dakota Territory, 6 states, a couple Canadian provinces, as we are the voice of the upper Midwest outdoors on Saturday mornings. Good to have you along here this morning on KGFX in Pierre, South Dakota, KOLY in Mobridge, KFYR in Bismarck, KCJB in Minot, and KLTC in Dickinson. Good to have you along as we're adventuring out of our, I guess, inside the state talk here. We're going to go nationally here. Maddie Warren, how are you this morning?
I am doing dandy. How are you?
All the way from New Braunfels area, Texas, and I tell you what's your morning temperature right now?
It's a little bit chilly today. It's 48 degrees.
So we're not too far apart here this time around. Usually we're like 70, 80 degrees difference when I talk to you.
I know. It's like negative temperature with snow on the ground there. And I'm like, oh, I'm sweating standing outside.
Yeah. No, it's great to talk with you again. I know if for those that don't know, not only are you considered the co-host of the High Road? I'm not sure what your official term is, what your dad gave you here.
I am. I'm lucky enough to be a full-time co-host. We do a hunting show together. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of people don't get to spend that much time with their dad, especially doing what we love, hunting. So I am very blessed to do that.
Yeah. Not only blessed to, be able to do that. How blessed are you to work with your dad? Is that sometimes not a blessing maybe, or?
I mean, anyone who works with family knows it can be difficult at times, but we get along so well that it's not difficult at all. It's just a matter of having space. Like if you work with someone 24/7 and then you live with them, you got to have some space, but we get along great. Like this last week we were at SHOT Show in Vegas, and my dad, I am 24 years old. I'm a grown woman, but he won't let me walk to the bathroom by myself in Las Vegas. So we share a room and we get along. We don't get on each other's nerves too bad. He snores. I complain about his snoring, but that's about it.
It's funny. So last week I had a buddy of mine that has a kind of a regional hunting show up here, and him and his daughter were down at the SHOT Show. Or no, I take that back.
Oh, were they really?
I take that back. They were at Archery Trade Association show, ATA.
Okay.
So they were there, and his daughter is 21, 22 years old. Same thing. He says, you know how hard it is being a dad, and you're in the bar, and all these guys are looking at your daughter. He says, you know how hard that is? He says,
yeah.
They work together, too, with a show, so it's kind of fun to hear the father-daughter side of things. On the daughter side of it, it's like, I'm okay. I can do it on my own here, so... But anyway,
I know.
So what did you learn at SHOT Show down in Vegas, besides that Vegas is a great place to people watch on streets, I guess, is what I learned.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh,
I mean,
you want to talk about
Las Vegas,
folks. Yeah.
Very different, but it was good. We go and we have meetings like every hour on the hour, so I don't get to walk the floor as much as I'd like, but I did see some cool stuff. I saw like a Gatling gun, and my dad's like, we gotta get one of those, and it has a sign under it that says only one in the world.
Oh.
And then I saw some new cool AR parts. Timber Creek Outdoors, they make AR accessories, and that's who decked out all of my rifles. I love their stuff, but they only had AR-15 products for forever, and now they've got some AR-10 products coming out.
Nice.
So that was cool.
Garrett there?
Yes, Garrett was there, and I
Okay.
didn't even recognize him. He had on slacks and a button-up shirt.
Whoa.
Usually he's got his, military, his 511 tactical pants on and like his shooting match jersey. So he was out of his element, but he looks snazzy.
Although when he was up here last summer shooting prairie dogs, there was a time that he didn't have much on. And
Oh, really?
I don't know if I still have that photo, but I can send it because he was going to sneak up on a prairie dog while your dad was doing some filming, right? And he forgot that up here in the Badlands in North Dakota, we have this stuff called cactus. and he
Oh,
laid
God.
down on a lot of it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun.
So, yeah, he didn't have much on us. He was trying to pull these really fine needles out of his certain areas that he was laying on. So, it was. I'll see if I can find the photo and get it to you. Okay.
I would love to see that.
I don't know if I even saved it on my phone because I don't know if I wanted that. But anyway,
No.
ask your dad about that. But I'm sorry to cut you off. But what did you find at the SHOT Show this year? What's new, latest, greatest? Oh, and before I forget, if anybody wants to call and talk to Maddie in person here, 888-9-DAKOTA. That's 888-932-5682. If you have any questions about SHOT Show, hunting, whatever like that, you can feel free. So was there any new, latest, greatest?
Yeah, there was a whole lot, but I mean, like I said, I was in meeting, so I didn't get to take it all in, but tons of new suppressors. We work with Silencer Shop, and they're kind of a dealer of like all different brands of suppressors. So they had a lot of new stuff on there for Gunworks. I'm pretty sure they've got a new suppressor. Daniel Defense, they came out, they're known for their MSRs, but they came out with a bolt gun last year. And I think it's in 6.5 Creedmoor, but they came out with another bolt gun, which I hope I can get my hands on. It looks sweet, but a lot of cool new AR companies. I mean, the AR companies, there's so many of them. I can't imagine owning one of those companies right now in our economy. It's sad, but Hillary Clinton was the best gun salesperson ever. So, but it was all good talking to companies. Everybody in the industry's doing pretty well. There were a couple companies that were flat last year, but SHOT Show was a great turnout. A lot of people, and every person I talked to, they did more sales than they did last year. So.
That's one thing that you look at. You said gun sales. When you have that scare of gun confiscation or gun control, like what's happening in Virginia right now, it seems that is one of the biggest drivers, I guess you could say, to people getting in there and buying more of them. I can say here in the Dakota Territory, we're I can't say we're shielded from it. We still have a lot of people around here that want confiscation of guns. Granted, it's not as outspoken as it is in bigger areas, which I'm fine with. That's why I like it up here. And, but when you look at the sales side, how do they continue to come up with new ideas? An AR is an AR, and you have a lot of AR companies, and you have people like Garrett out there making aftermarket accessories for ARs. How much more can you design and think of? Where's the limit of now what?
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of those companies struggle. And bolt guns, there's so many high-end bolt gun companies in optics. Like, you're walking around and there's so many companies. It's like, how can anyone survive in the industry? But I think why companies like Timber Creek excel, what sets them apart is customer service, because you can buy a gun part from anyone. But at the end of the day, I think brands are turning themselves into more of like lifestyle companies, kind of like Yeti's done, and having good customer service and a good product, being American made. And I think that's really the only way to set yourself apart from everybody else.
Never thought of it like that.
You got to have a following.
Yeah, you have to make it as part of your lifestyle. That's a good way. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. So I was watching Facebook Live, and you and your dad, and you were trying to give away a safe. Is that still going on, or did you guys give that away?
I wish that we gave it to ourselves.
Yeah.
It was an awesome safe. I think it's still going on right now. Liberty Safe's doing it, and it's like this gorgeous, it's the presidential gun safe. So it's like the top of the line, but it's a custom paint job with an American flag on it. And they're giving it away throughout the week of SHOT Show. I think y'all can still enter. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's through Sunday. It's on there. We did it on our Facebook page, Keith Warren. If you want to enter, go check it out there. And Liberty Safe's got it up on theirs. It's beautiful.
When you're thinking about lifestyle, okay, when you're saying, well, let's take some of this hunting, fishing, even on that side of things, and this outdoor recreational activity that we do and we love, and make it a lifestyle. The gun safe is one of those that I feel has done the best, because I'm looking right now down the little bunkhouse studio that I have right now. There's a gun cabinet at the end, one of the old ones made out of oak, where you can see,
cool.
with the window, so you can see your rifles or what I have. I know basically I have my thermal, my lever actions in that one, but that's a thing of the past anymore. Now everybody wants them protected because there is value in firearms. And the safes, I have one in my main entrance of the house here because I was told by the guy that sold me the safe. He says, do not put this in the basement and don't put it in anywhere in the center of your house. And you want to know why he told me that? Now, the fire rating on mine is an hour. The nearest fire department to get here is probably at least an hour. He says, there's no way where you live, Scott, you're going to be able to have anything saved in that safe. He says, and if it's in the house and it drops into the basement, or if it's in the basement, guess where the fire is all going to be pushed into. So
Right, and you can't get it out.
Right. So I put it out in the entryway, and he says, this way you can take your skid steer. He says you can just break into your house, grab your safe, and drag it out, and your whatever's in there's going to be safe. So that's where I keep not only all my high dollar rifles that I have, and some other even artifacts that I've collected over the years, but I mean, you're talking documents and papers and everything else that you put in there. So the safe is one of those things that it's like most everybody is going to have one of these safes, especially if you have a giant one like the one that you guys are trying to give away there. It's crazy.
Oh, I know. They're beautiful, but the safe companies too, there's so many, and they're trying to make themselves more of lifestyle companies too, because it's hard to compete unless you do that. And everybody needs a gun safe, especially in town. My dad had one of those old fashioned gun cabinets in his house growing up.
Yeah.
And my grandpa had all of his rifles in there, and someone broke in and stole all of them. And they were family heirlooms that were passed down like for generations. So it's so smart to have one now. Unfortunately, that's just the society we live in.
Yeah. And, I still call them gun safes. Some people call them document safes now because they got to be politically correct.
Oh, God.
I don't.
Me either. They're a gun safe.
Yeah, exactly. So what's happening with Keith and Maddie Warren going hunting this year? I mean, it's January. It's the last weekend of January now. We're getting into, I know, a lot of tags. So you have to start applying for them at different times of the year. And I believe Montana elk tag, you can start applying right now, I do believe, which I just reminded myself I better get that done. I know our spring turkey tag lottery has in North Dakota has opened up. So I know it's coming around. What do you guys have on the docket for this year? What's your plan?
Well, it's funny you bring that up because yesterday my dad and I had our calendars out. I had the Google Calendar on my phone and he had his paper calendar because he refuses to use the phone one. But we were looking at hunts, and for tags, we're so lucky in Texas. Everything's pretty much over the counter. But for this coming hunting season, we're putting in for tags in Wyoming and Montana for pronghorn antelope and deer. My dad's always lucky and gets a combo. I usually only get a pronghorn, but that's fine. Then what else? We're doing a northern Saskatchewan black bear hunt, which is a fishing combo. It's absolutely insane. Like, it's every cast. I'm a terrible fisherman, and you just throw in and they troll with the boat, and you're catching pike and lake trout. That's so much fun.
Yep.
Deer hunts. I'm going on an elk hunt in West Texas. They're low fence. They've like overtaken the area in West Texas. So, and they're like the big MLD low fence ranches that have a ton of mule deer and stuff out there. They can't protein feed anymore because the elk will just hang out like at the feeders.
Oh, sure. Right.
And it's really, really hard to hunt them because they're so smart. But, doing that. What else? We're doing a elk hunt in Chama, New Mexico. That should be fun. Just a lot of exciting stuff. Some Texas hunts. We film every hunt at our ranch, which is whitetail, and hopefully prairie dogs in the spring.
That's the cheapest hunt you'll ever get on, I'll tell you that, and the most fun.
I know. I was gonna say it's best bang for your buck you could imagine.
A $17 tag to come and shoot as many as you want. Hey, I just got a text message, and I never thought of it. It says, "Sure wish that SHOT Show would have a lottery for us general public to attend." And there's a second part of this, but let's talk about that first. You have to be in the industry in order to be able to get in that. And I don't even qualify for that. I tried to get a pass for SHOT Show with my radio show. I wasn't included.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
Jeez, I know they're super strict with it, but I think there should be a lottery, or like X amount of tickets that it's first come, first serve or something like that, because a lot of companies, they have no benefit in going to SHOT Show. Like I was talking to some guy from Kuyu or that camo, and they're totally e-commerce. So they have no benefit in going to that and having a booth and setting up because they're direct to the consumer.
Right.
So those companies kind of don't even bother having a booth. It'd be nice to have some people walking around.
Yeah. Well, the second part of the text here is we're getting a little short on time already. Is California just passed a complete ban on trapping this past week. Business will be booming for state and federal trappers there. Yeah. Can you believe that's what's happening to the today's society? The general public in California cannot go out and trap any furs anymore. It's got to be state and federal.
That's so sad.
Yeah. And that's not very far from you guys. So there you go.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Well, all those Californians are moving over to us now.
Another message comes in, says antelope season is the best season ever.
I would agree with that. Second to prairie dog season.
Which is year round.
Yeah. No, I love antelope. I say that all the time because it's like in Texas, there's nothing like that, at least my part of Texas. And they're just cool critters and they taste so good.
Yeah. I agree. I think, we got in trouble when I was in Texas, when I was hog hunting with Bill Morrow is who I was with. And I saw an antelope and I think we said, hey, there's an antelope. He says, no, that's a pronghorn. It's a species of antelope because we have like 8 different species of antelope here. And you got to be specific on which one you're talking about. And I didn't even think about that. So up here, we call them antelope, but technically, I guess they're pronghorn. So making it nice for the guys that chewed me out in Texas. See how you are? Well, with a short amount of time to go here, what's you're getting married soon. Couple weeks here.
I am.
And
I'm very excited.
So a lot of brides, they'd be putting together their list and the cake and whatever else. I don't know. And then you're in SHOT Show. You're getting your tags ready for this year. You're in who's doing all the work here?
It's funny. My dad. My dad's so into the wedding planning. He was so funny at SHOT Show. People, like, I guess on Facebook or whatever that I was friends with were like, you're getting married. When's the wedding? And I'm like, a couple weeks away, I think. Like, I don't know. My dad's like 15 days from whatever date. I'm like, he's so excited. He really likes my fiance too. So it's good. I always wanted that. I always wanted my dad to be best friends with whoever I married.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's exciting, and I'm excited to come down and visit you during the whole works. Unfortunately, I know Texas doesn't carry Ham's premium beer because I called and asked. So.
Oh, I know. You, not you. Maybe somebody sent me a little gift. I don't know if that's legal or not, but a little 6-pack, and I kept it in my fridge.
That was me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to give it away if that was an issue with UPS. They always ask me what's in it because I shipped my brother Lone Star Light.
Here's the secret. I had the same question. They said, "What's in it?" And I said, "What did I say?" I said, "Really stinky hunting boots," because it was when you forgot your hunting boots. Yeah.
So you were honest with that.
I was very honest. I didn't say what everything was in there, but yeah. Well, hey, Maddie, stay on the phone with me here a little bit. We'll continue talking as we kind of finish things up here. So I got a few events I got to talk about. And other than that, you have yourself a dandy day. And thanks for coming on the program with me again.
You too. I appreciate you.
You bet. And tell you what, folks, if you're around the New England area today, 21 Angus Ranch is having their top cut bull sale. I tell you what, I'll be there. I'm going to be the guy running the outlet gate. That's me. Come over and say hi. 156 top cut Angus bulls. And it's a nice heated facility outside of New England, right at their ranch. You can see how they handle them and what facilities right there in front of you. And let's see, Schriefer Red Angus sale is coming up March 12th. Stockman's Livestock Dickinson. Yeah, I'll be there too. Be one of the ringmen helping them out. Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch out of Hardin County, South Dakota. You bet. February 15th, Bowman Auction Market is where they're going to be selling 33 registered yearling bulls. And I'll tell you what, good operation right there. Cowboy country, as you can see. Once again, 21 Angus sale today. I'll be in New England. Hopefully you can be too. Hardwater Fishing Tournament coming up next weekend at Indian Creek in Regent. And if you want more information on those, veteransoutdoors.org and you can register right there. Hey, thanks for listening to my program. Catch my daily show on all these great radio stations, plus more. You can go to DakotaPrairieOutdoors.com. I'm Scott Bachmeyer. Have yourself a great weekend. All right, Maddie, we're still on YouTube Live here for a little bit, so I'm going to shut that down.
Well, I got to ask you something.
What's that?
How are Maddie and Beth?